What's up, L fam, and welcome to another Ed and Lena video,
where we talk to you about life, money, relationships, you name it.
Yeah, and today we're going to talk to you about how we met. So let's get into it. All right, so we met in a little town or college town in Gainesville, Florida. We went to the University of Florida together. We were freshmen in college, and we came in through a program where we had a mentor. So I'm gonna let you take it from there.
So we had the same mentor, and so we were at this orientation for that program. She walks in late, and I remember her wearing this cute little grandma olive green sweater. She walked in, a little late, nervous. She sits down next to me because I was the last person in the row. When it came time for them to ask us to turn to the person next to us and talk, I turned to the other girl next to me, and we start talking. And then, when I'm done talking to that girl, and I turn and I talk to Lena. And, at that time, you wanted to be an anthropology major.
Yeah, we had to tell each other what we wanted to do. At the time, I wanted to be an anthropology major, and I wanted to become a professor, but that didn't necessarily work out. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that in later videos.
Yeah. My first reaction was, what do you want to do with that? I wanted to do architecture at the time. We were talking, and, we finished talking that orientation. It was nice. But then we ended up having the same math class.
Yeah.
Together. And so she sat in the very front of the room. I sat in the very back.
So if you know anything about college, there's always those kids who sit in the very front, and there's those kids who sit in the very back of the room. And the ones who sit in the very front, me, tend to be, sweet, nice, there to learn, things like that. And the ones who sit in the back tend to not pay attention. But that wasn't him.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, oh my goodness.
Okay. Okay.
Where are we going with this?
All right, go ahead.
I noticed that she was in the class, so I would pass by and I would flip her phone just to mess with her and to be friendly. And so eventually we started talking more, and she would kind of help me out with math, and I would help her out with English since I had already taken that class in high school.
When you're new to college and one person's good at something else or another person's good at something else, it's what we were doing where we were coming together and tutoring each other and helping each other get through our classes and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
And then we also actually lived in the same dorms. She lived I think you lived on the 4th floor. I think I lived on the 1st.
Yeah, it was a dorm. It wasn't
co-ed. It was split by floors.
It's split by floor. Yeah. So the boys, I think there was only one floor with boys, and I think the rest were girls, right? Or it was boys on the 1st floor, girls on the 2nd floor, boys on the 3rd floor, girls on the 4th floor.
That's how I remember.
That's how it was.
Yeah. So eventually we would go out and get breakfast or lunch or dinner. Eventually all three. We'd walk to class together. We were really good friends. She reminded me of my best friend at the time. And it's funny because you guys have pretty much the same name. So it's really similar.
Very similar names.
So it's really funny. But eventually, the question was, I think you liked me, and the question for me was whether to friend zone you or not.
Yeah. So we were in 2013. It was 2013. Ladies, it was okay for you to ask back then, and it's okay for you to ask now. So how we started, I guess our unofficial official date, and We'll let you know why we say
Was
that.
a setup.
Was not a setup. But basically, I invited a friend, a girlfriend of mine, to go to an outdoor kind of like concert with me. Like, it's like a small like concert that our city throws. And I invited him to come with me. And I thought that she wasn't gonna come, so I was like, oh, you know,
Oops.
I can just get him alone and we can, you know, go on our official date. I guess it's just unofficial, but it worked out anyway. So what happened?
She showed up.
Yeah, my friend showed up, so it was the three of us.
You couldn't get rid of her.
Yeah. At first she said she wasn't gonna come, but she ended up showing up, and so it was the three of us together. You know, it was a pretty fun time.
Fun.
We enjoyed ourselves, and then at the end of the night, I told him that it was supposed to be a date.
You did?
I did.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I remember us talking about it. I don't remember.
Yeah, I told you it was supposed to be a date, but my friend ended up coming, and she canceled. You don't remember?
You did actually. Because I noticed it in the beginning that that was your evil plan, but you're right. You did tell me.
Sure did. And so from there, I told him, and then we went our separate ways. And I believe throughout the next week or the week after, maybe we had to sit down and we talked again.
I mean, we didn't go our separate ways, but we did that night, but.
That's what I'm saying, the next day.
But I mean, we were still friends, so we would talk all the time, and we would still
do the tutoring thing and stuff.
Actually,
what happened next? Oh, okay. Next, I would give him little hints to say that I like you, you know, after that happened.
Uh-oh.
And I felt like he wasn't getting the hints. You know, girl, try to let him know that I liked him subtly as I can be subtle.
I wasn't sure. I thought maybe she's just a nice girl. Maybe she's just really friendly. I didn't know.
So, yeah. But a nice girl doesn't lay her head on your shoulder like that.
I mean...
Or
I agree, but I mean, you know... I didn't want to give you motives.
If there are any guys watching, let me know in the comments if you think that this means I want to be your friend. Okay. And so I would give him hints, and I felt like he wasn't catching on. So I finally got him to a point, and I sat him down, and I was like, I've been giving you hints, and you haven't been catching on that I like you, right? That's what I said.
You did that.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that is
2013, girls. You can do it in 2022.
Just wear your mask.
Well,
from there, we talked about it. I went back and forth with my friends trying to figure out what I should do. And eventually I, just figured, let's give it a try. We align really well. We have very similar values, family values, and let's give it a shot. The worst that can happen is that it doesn't work out and we can remain friends.
Yeah.
But we started dating and we didn't ever look back.
Never look back from there. And one of the things that I would give you guys as advice is that if you're someone who's single, who's a Christian and who's looking for somebody else, make sure that you pray about it. For me, that was the thing that I was always doing. I prayed before I was in college for a husband and exactly what he was going to look like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He got it right. He got it 100% right. And not only that, but, as a freshman in college, you have your pick of the draw. There are a lot of people there. And so for me, when I was picking who I wanted to be with, I'm not endorsing The Bachelorette or The Bachelor, but I felt like that.
Well then, we We can't all be like you.
But I felt like that. 2013 me. Okay. I prayed for, I was like, okay, God, there are these people that, these different people that I'm interested in. But let me know who you have for me. And so I remember him showing me this beautiful face right here. And now, voila, I pursued, we're together. Thank you, God.
See, so my takeaway was that you have to be open-minded, right? Because there are a lot of people, it's funny actually. There's a person in college that we went to. And this person, she was friends with someone, and I don't know if that person ever liked her or not, but they were friends. And I remember that one time she made this comment. It was just an off-the-cuff comment. I don't think she actually meant it, but
yeah.
She said that she refuses to date a guy that was under 6 feet. Which is funny because now she's married to a guy that's under 6 feet. It's just hilarious.
But it's funny how God works.
It's funny how God works
yeah.
because He can give you exactly what you're looking for.
Just packaged a little differently.
It's going to be packaged differently.
Packaged a little differently.
If your must is someone who's 6'5", you're going to get a 5'6". But you're going to get the best possible guy.
Right. You're going to get the best 5'6" person.
Yeah. Because the times that you date that 6'5" person that is your perfect person, but isn't God's perfect person, it's gonna end up terribly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just be open-minded.
You have to be open-minded, and if you're a Christian, you need to pray for your future spouse.
Oh yeah.
For sure. What's some other?
I mean, I think the interesting thing about what we did is that without knowing it, we laid the groundwork.
We did.
Right? So you guys need to align. You have to have the same values, at least the core ones, The
morals, things like that. Your morals, your ethics, that stuff has to align with each other. So do us a favor, comment down below if you're someone who believes the exact same thing. So how long have we been together?
So
you guys know our experience. We've been together for...
So we've been together 7 years, married for 4.
Married for 4 years.
So we got married at what, 20?
We got married at 21. Yeah. He's very young. We'll drop some pictures so you guys can see our wedding. It was beautiful.
And follow us on Instagram for some of those pictures too.
Yeah, Ed and Lena. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, or if you'd like for us to talk, a little bit more about relationships, about what we do in life, our careers and things like that, go ahead and drop us a comment down below and we'll go ahead and start working on this for you.
Sounds good.
All right, see you guys later. We enjoyed talking to you. Bye.
Bye, guys.